is December 31st at 10 to 12. We are in Mohamad's room, and we're going to take some more pictures of Mohamad. All right.
It's live camera.
Wait, what is your name?
Mohamad.
Come on. You always take care of Mohamad, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what's wrong with this. Can't believe what happened to this. Someone dead today.
Papa don't want you to do it.
Huh?
Papa don't want you to do it.
I can't believe it. What happened? Just do it with what we got. I can't believe it's so dark in here. There's a picture. Do you know what it is?
Huh?
There's a picture of somebody lying down, and there's a head in front of him, and the rest of it's blank.
Is somebody lying down?
Yeah. Hey, Baba Mama. Can you talk with him? Okay, Baba Mama.
He's very good eating now. And we had a nice walk around on the terrace.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Good, good.
And he said he understood what I said.
Hmm.
You want some more? You want some more?
खुदा अच्छे बुजुर्ग
Take it.
Mamadi. Mama.
Say Papa.
Mama.
What he says. What is that, Baba? Hi. Yes, yes.
Where's Baba? Where's Baba?
Hi. Yes, yes.
Does he remembers Baba?
Yeah.
What does he remember about Baba?
This is Baba. Yes, yes.
White. Ani? Ani, kaisa baat karte dada? Kaisa bolaitsa? How would dada speak?
How would Baba speak? How would Baba speak? Yeah.
Just say, show me. Kaisa bolaitsa? That's what he's showing you. Baba would make that sound.
Baba would make that sound, huh? Hmm.
Ani, kaisa chalte? How did Baba walk?
How did Baba walk? Yeah, that's a good question.
Dada kaisa chalte? He walked briskly.
Sorry?
Briskly, fast.
He walked fast, huh? When was ask him when was the first time you saw Baba? Does he remember?
The first time he saw Baba was the first time he saw. Yeah, he remembers, but it's the first time he saw Baba.
Hmm.
Mangam hug him like that.
Oh, you would hug him like that, huh? Ask him.
She's afraid of lizards.
Sorry?
She's afraid of lizards. He says, "Watch out, lizard's going to bite you." That's what he's saying. She laughs because she knows it's a joke. Tukabau.
Nana
Bau. Pan ye. वो पिक कल शाम को खाए मल्ला देव छोकरा का नाम खाए गंगा तुमचे छोकरा का नाम खाए छोकरा का नाम तुमचे
Ganga.
He says his son's name was Ganga.
Ganga, huh?
आणि बेटी का नाम काय
सुंदरबाई.
मी सांग त्यांच्या बेटीचं नाव काय आहे बाबा सांगू तुमच्या मुलीचं नाव सांगू
सुंदरबाई.
दो मूली है ना.
Where's his son?
In wherever he was from, his village. तुमच्या गाव का नाम काय?
काय
गाव का नाम?
काय
तुमच्या गाव का नाम?
कोकण
कोकण पण
आहे पण
पण
त्याच्यामध्ये काय गावाचं नाव आहे?
काय
काय गावाचं नाव?
काय सावंतवाडी
सावंतवाडी
के आसपास काय? पण आठवण आलं का गाव का नाम?
तुमच्या सासरवाडीचं नाव आठवण आलं का?
आठवण आलं
मग सांगा ना. तुमच्या सासरवाडीचं
She's
काय नाव?
asking him if you remember the name of the village that your wife comes from.
And
He says, I remember.
what's the name?
Well, he's not told us yet, but he
Oh,
says, I remember.
कोकण
नाही कोकण आहे पण तुमच्या सासरवाडीचं तुमच्या बायकोचं काय आहे? बायकोच्या गावाचं नाव?
कोकण कोकण
कोकण तर आहे
पण गाव का नाम काय?
पण काय वाडी बिडी असेल ना.
नाही समजत
नाही समजत मग तुमच्या ध्यानात आल्यावर सांगा का.
आलीबाई नाही समजत
मग जरा समज दे ना तिला. जरा समज दे ना.
आलीबाई नाही
ती माझी बायको ना. जरा आशीर्वाद दे ना तिला. फिर समझ में आते.
तिला देऊ दिला असेल
पण ती इमली आहे. माझ्या बायकोला आशीर्वाद देते.
आदरत बायला
तुझं नाव काय
माझं नाव काय? माझं सांगू. माझं नाव तुकाराम.
मी तुका
माझं नाव तुकाराम.
तुकाराम
हा, दे. माझं नाव काय?
काय
काय नाव माझं?
काय
माझं नाव काय?
हिरानी भंगी
हेरानी बंगी. हिरानी बंगी. खरं
हिरानी भंगी
खरं सांगितलं. हा
खरं सांगितलं
हा.
Did you ask him?
No, he said to me, what's your name? And I said, my name is Tukaram. That's not my name. He says, no. You're the toilet cleaner from Iran.
Toilet finger from Iran?
Toilet cleaner from Iran.
Oh, really?
Kara? Irani bangi. Dad kid se aaya.
हिरानी सामान
You're a cobbler from Iran.
Cobbler? Huh? I make shoes for Mohamad? Ask him what size does he wear?
So तुमच्या पाय का माप घ्यायचं पाहिजे ना. असा इतना बड़ा चापल बनाओ.
नको
Make shoes that size. ठीक है. ऐसा ये पाय की चापल पाहिजे. Irani चापल. Irani चापल बड़ी को.
Tell him, does he want to go jogging or does he want to go out for dancing? Let's see what he says.
या घूमने के लिए चापल पाहिजे.
नको
नाचने के लिए ना.
नाही
देवा का नाचन पाहिला का तुम्ही? Have you seen how he dances?
No.
Well, not now. He's sitting on the sun.
नंतर
नंतर देवाचं नाचन.
नंतर
देवाचं नाचन fine आहे.
So that was a shoemaker, huh? Oh, well.
काल तुम्ही सांगितलं ना. काल सांगितलं ना. कायसा देव बन गया. कुठे
देव बन गए
कुठं
कोकणात
हा गरमधी ना.
कोकणात
आणि
घरामध्ये
गरमधी उसी वक्त तुम क्या कर रहे थे? सांगा ना त्याला.
काय करत होते बा तुम्ही? उभं राहिले होते का बसले होते का चालले होते?
उभा राहत होता
कसे उभं राहिले
He's saying
होते?
that how he became a must when he was standing up in his house. मग क्या किया?
नाही काय
नहीं.
When he was standing up in his house, huh?
मग काय केलं तुम्ही?
क्या किया?
How did he know he became a
I
must?
just he knows. He's not stupid.
हा? तुम्ही काय
You mean he
करत
just
होते
became a
तेव्हा?
must and he just realized
Just
that?
listen, you'll see.
होय बा? काय करत होते तुम्ही?
नावलं का थाला? बरं. क्या कर रहे थे उसकी बात?
लाल करकोंडा कमरेला बांधायचा
हाँ
लाल करून
आणि?
कमरेला बांधून
आणखी उन्माद असायचं.
Asa guman nisaitsa na. He was putting a string around his waist.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Hindus wear that sacred string
Yes, yes.
like this. Then he put in that string. He put a red piece of cloth like for underwear.
All right.
He'd finished tying that in there. फिर क्या हो गया?
फिर नहीं क्या.
मन उसके बाद क्या किया? हाथ ऊपर किया ना?
हाँ.
है ना? कैसा? दाकवा तेला.
क्या
दाकवा.
क्या डाकू
कैसा हाथ ऊपर किया?
सांगो.
हाँ सांग.
खान पर.
ठीक है. दोनों या एक एक.
उमा खान पर.
हाँ ठीक है घेतला रुमाल. मग दोनों हाथ ऊपर किया ना?
दोनों हाथ ऊपर
हाँ.
किया.
फिर ऐसा.
दोनों हाथ ऊपर
Put his
किया.
hands up like this.
Mm-hmm.
मग किती वेळ ऐसा उभा हात ऊपर किया बसले.
पण दोन्ही हात ऊपर किया.
किती दिवस केले?
I stood like that with my hands up in the air.
किती दिवस होते बा?
दोन्ही ऊपर हात किया.
हा पण किती दिवस होते?
असा किती दिवस झाला?
असा
किती दिवस?
How long did you stand like this? Listen.
2-4 दिवस.
2-4 दिवस.
Yeah, 2-4 hafte.
2-4 हफ्ते के.
2 to 4 weeks I stood like this.
With that belt around his waist?
What happened? He's saying what he did. He was tying on his belt. Get it like putting on your underwear.
Right.
Okay? You put on your underwear, and as soon as you put on your underwear, he didn't do anything. He became a must.
Uh-huh.
From being like a potter.
I see.
And he put his hands up like this.
Uh-huh.
And he stood like that.
For 2 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks. He's not sure exactly how long.
Interesting.
Asana. Tila dakwa. Here, you put your bag down. Put it.
तिथे आता नाही थांबलं.
Asa? Asa हाथ ऊपर किया?
आता ऊपर किया.
Asa ऊपर किया. 2-4 hafte zala.
2-4 हफ्ते जा.
I used to like 2 to 4 weeks went like that. फिर क्या किया?
फिर नाही काय.
नहीं तुम्ही काय पायाला काय घातला?
पारा नाही काय.
नाही तुम्ही काल सांगितलं ना.
काय.
चप्पल कोणची होती पायात?
She's asking what kind of shoes.
काळी चप्पल.
I put on black sandals.
Black.
आणि अंगाला काय?
अंगाला नाही काय.
नाही काय?
काय उघडेच होते का?
उघडं नाही.
उघडले मग काय घातलं होतं?
गंजी.
He put a white t-shirt on.
लाल गंजी.
लाल गंजी या सफेद?
लाल गंजी का सफेद गंजी?
सफेद गंजी है.
सफेद. He put a white t-shirt on. मग
सफेद गंजी.
मग राम सांगितलं बायकोला या नुसतं गेला तू?
नाम सांगितलं.
He said, I said, Ram to my wife.
I'm sorry, this happened when he was 24, correct?
I don't know how he enjoyed it.
What city was he in?
In his village.
In his village?
मग राम सांगितलं. मग काय केलं?
नाम सांगितलं.
मग काय केलं?
मग काय नाही काय.
नुसतं बॉम्बेला नाही गेलो?
बरं.
मुंबईला गेलो का?
मुंबई बघितली.
पण कैसे गया?
पेंटे
नहीं कोकण से कैसे गए? कोकण से कैसे गए?
पार्टी पेंटे नहीं मिला.
पर कोकण से नहीं लाया. पेंटर बॉम्बे से यहाँ लाया. नहीं शुक्राम. नहीं ईद पट्टी फाइला. ईद पट्टी छोड़ दिया. देव बन गया. फिर
खाजो आज
काय काय.
हा आणि शिरा आज नवीन वर्ष.
शिरा नाही.
शिरा नाही.
शिरा नको.
we'll see. He might eat it. He might.
शिरा नको.
बरं बघू जातो हा. चांगला राजू हा दादा.
चांगलं.
मग तिला बाबाजी तिला थाली दे ना. थाली दे.
यार
थाली दे.
दोन नाही.
नाही हाताला दे थाली.
दोन नाही.
हाताला
दोन नाही.
हाताला दे ना.
हिरण चांबारेन.
हो हो
जा.
चांबारीला बी सांगते.
हिरण चांबारेन.
बरं
जा.
जय बाबा.
It's, what is it? It's January 1st, 1994, 9:20 Erica was kind enough to help us out with speaking with Mohamad. We got some words out of him, and we're presently saying goodbye to him. Thank you very much. Jai Baba Mohamad.
Jai Baba.
But which one was it going to be?
Jai Baba.
Okay.
But the first word, new life. Little did I know what it meant. So that's all about new life, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I know quite little.
You know, there was a conflict between people who believed in
Chart, Gottfried's chart of reincarnation, involution and all, that was done by Baba's American disciple artist who lived with us since 1937 till she died a few years ago. And she was doing that, and Baba was walking on the veranda in Satara while she was painting that. And as Baba walked, I was there with my little typewriter on another little stool. So I would get up and Baba would look at the chart or would point out to Rano, no, this is not the right color, or this, change this into this, you see? And so I said in fun, as pointing to the line of the reincarnation hue there, the same soul, the same spirit, the same being, that one is, experiences the opposites. So once is black, once is white, now it's poor, now it's rich, now it's healthy, now it's... and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I said, pointing somewhere in the middle, I said, Baba, wouldn't it be fun if the person has reached this point, if he turns round and sees himself in his past lives, sees what he has been, all that, and Baba looked serious. Although I said it in fun, he said no. He couldn't go on. The show would be over. He would realize that, this is the game, that you don't know that you're the same person in the black and the white and this, and so you keep going, and the show must go on. Otherwise, it's like a fruit that's immature. It doesn't reach the destination. It doesn't serve the purpose. So past is not important. Even the present will all automatically evolve according to the future. I mean, not to worry about the future. It will automatically evolve according to the present. The future becomes the present. The past is now. So what Erich was saying so well, the thing is that there is only one death. There is no death. What we call death is not death. It's just changing of the clothes, it's just changing of the coat, the changing of the garment. Even Baba, when we used to go to Mehrabad and visit once in a year, and after a long time, in the last years, Baba didn't visit Mehrabad except once in a year, or if there was a special program down the hill. But he stopped going up the hill for a few years. He stopped going up that hill. We went, Mera, myself, Naja, Rano, of course, we went up the hill, Meru, but Baba wouldn't. And Mera was trying to persuade Baba, why don't you come with us there? And then you can go down if you have work with the Mandali. Baba says, no more. Now only my coat will come to Mehrabad. And that will be for the world, for the whole world. So Kabir says, the perfect master, I love these little stanzas of Kabir. One of them says, because there is no death even, for us. We simply change the clothes, we simply change the bodies. So if Kabir says, everybody talks about dying and death. Nobody knows how to die. If you must die, then die in such a way. Die in that way. Die in such a way that you're not born again. Marna, sab koi kahe. Mari na jane koi. मरना हो तो ऐसे मरो कि फिर न मरना होई. And then after each stanza of Kabir, which is sung, unitedly, there comes this little chorus of 2 lines which says, Dekho dekho re bhai, dekho dekho re bhai, now mein nadiya doobat jaye. Look, brother, look, the river is drowning in the boat. That experience, that all this false illusion is instrumental in carrying toward, that is like not that the boat drowns in the river, but that the river drowns in the boat. We cannot even imagine it. We cannot even think of it. Our minds don't give that. Talking of mind, you brought up something about mind. One day, I had a little, I hate to say the word experience because we were never encouraged with that. We've never had that. But there's nothing else I could talk, no other word I could give to it. And I told Baba in fun, and Baba looked very meaningfully at me. But he didn't explain, he never explained to us and things like that. And I said, I was in sleep, having a deep sleep. And as I woke up, I was somewhere in between that sleep and wake. And I saw, the mind was that the thoughts, the questions, whatever it is, comes from here. It's like an umbilical cord. And I told Baba that it is as if it's the mind that feeds illusion. Why does illusion, which Baba says does not exist, why does it appear to us to exist? Why does it seem to be so real? Because it is fed, like a mother's child in the womb is fed by the umbilical cord. The mind feeds that illusion, which is why Baba talks about annihilation of the mind, not the brain dear, but of the mind. And this process of opposites that we go through is till we say, no, it isn't this, no, it isn't that, no, I'm not a crow, no, I'm not a dancer, no, I'm not a man, I'm not black, no, I'm not this, till it comes in, as Baba says, I'm God, I'm God. And Kabir, some of Kabir's things are so lovely. And Mehra said that Baba, when she first came to Baba, Baba gave her 2 of the Kabir stanzas, told her. And one I liked so much is, because it applies to all of us, it applies not only once in a lifetime, it applies every day, it applies in all the household chores we do. It applies to the fact that Baba tells us, don't worry, be happy. And why? Why? Kabir tells us, मेरा मुझ में कछु नहीं, जो कछु है सो तेरा, तेरा तुझको सौंप दिए तो क्या लगेगा मेरा. I have nothing that I can call my own. I am also cannot call myself my own. Whatever I am, whatever there is, whatever I have is yours. Having given over to you what is yours, of what concern is it of mine? He takes care of it. He takes care of it. मेरा मुझ में कछु नहीं, जो कछु है सो तेरा, तेरा तुझको सौंप दिए तो क्या लगेगा मेरा. देखो देखो रे भाई, नाव में नदियाँ डूबत जाए. Another which I like very much is जल जू प्यारी माछली, लोभी प्यारा दाम, मात प्यारा बाल का, भक्ति प्यारी राम. देखो देखो रे भाई, नाव में नदियाँ डूबत जाए. Just as water is so dear and precious to a fish, just as money, wealth, is so precious to a miser, to a hoarder. Just as a child is so dear and precious to a mother, so love is dear and precious to God. That is always instance of how, because when I said that my happiest moments, I've been asked by his lovers what were my happiest moments of my life with Baba. And I said, well, the happiest moments were when Baba told me I pleased him. I am happy. I've made him happy. I'm pleased with you. And when they asked for more, how does that mean? I said, well, to please him is to displease yourself, because you're doing something that you don't want to do, but you know he wants you to do, because you know this doing this would please him. So she asked me to give some instance, and whatever I'm saying, it wasn't very satisfactory. I gave one instance, but it wasn't enough. And this morning in Baba's room, my thought, talking to Baba, it came, I said, Baba, why is it I can never really answer this question properly? I mean, it's a lifetime of being with Baba in which there are opportunities when you're given the opportunity to please him. Just like remembering him is really to forget yourself. Those moments when you forget yourself are truly remembering him, because you're thinking of him. But to please him, when I say displease myself, that means ego comes in the way, no matter where. And if there's something that you don't like to do, but you've been asked to do it by Baba, and you do it and it pleases him, then for instance, as I said, supposing the instance I gave that day was, it's easy to please Baba. But supposing Baba were to give you an order, he say, hey, you, if you do whatever he tells you to do, you'll be pleasing me. And that's not so easy. But still, it isn't satisfactory. It isn't all. You can't just say that. What is it? So I said to Baba, I said, what is it? Why is it that I can never give an answer that even satisfies me? How can it satisfy the listeners? And what is the secret? What is the secret of pleasing you? So I can tell them. And very clearly it seemed to me, I mean, I received it. I don't say I heard it. There was nothing like that. And the thought that came very clearly in my mind was, the secret is you must want to please him. Not wish to please him, not like to please him, but really want to please him. And when you want something, he gives. He's there. So when you really want to please him, he'll always let you know. And when you have pleased him, he'll always let you know. And that's the thought that came, and I said, that's wonderful. That we really must want. Which is, when we want something, it's like asking. And he always gives. He always is there. How often he said, you take one step, but a real step. And my one step is like 10 steps of yours. I will be there. So deep down, we're not really quite sure that we really want to go all out and ask him to let you know how to please him. But it's it's all from him. Even loving is from him. He gives us the love with which to love him. He'll give us the strength with which to please him. And I tell you, once you have done that, and he has looked at you and said, you made me happy. And he will, even if you do not see him physically, you will know. He will tell you that. It's very beautiful. It's worth giving up anything and everything of yourself, not others. As I say, there are many duties, and Baba's told us to do our duties wonderfully, to continue to do our, not to neglect our duties. But our job is to love Baba. Baba's love is our job. And then everything falls in place with that. Everything. Why is it now, how often we hear of someone in the Baba family dying, that means changing clothes, dying. And then when we've had the lectures or we've heard of it, it has sounded like a darshan, a savas. It has not sounded a dead thing at all. It's been alive with Baba's presence. I've experienced it myself, where my brothers were concerned and others. But so many times we've had these letters from so many people, that, oh, Baba was so much there. And upholding it, making it into the true perspective, the real perspective, that it is not so. And as I said with Baba, Baba is the true companion. Baba is the one who comes along way beyond this incident called death by us, by humans. And there was this, an Indian darshan, many had come, hundreds had come. It's amazing how Baba, even in that very crowded occasion where it's a sea of his lovers before him, all sparkling with Baba's love and wanting just to get to him, a moment with him. And Baba, in the midst of his giving to each one, will make each one feel something special, that I've given you special attention, that I've had this thing on you, nazar on you. Many individuals will go away with saying, oh, Baba looked straight at me. Baba asked me. So once Baba asked a man, he stopped him and said, in the midst of all this activity, he says to his lover, how's your son? And he says, oh, Baba, my son is very, very sick. Baba says, don't worry. I'll look after him. And the man thinks he'll be well, because Baba says, don't worry, I'll look after him. Even if he dies, I'll look after him. What parent can say that? What friend can say that? Beyond that line of but he's there. He lets us know that he's the true companion and that there is nothing to worry about. Isn't it safe to leave to him? It's so beautiful. Ever since I've heard that, it struck me, and I said, because otherwise this parting is such a final thing for a human experience, very final, and it's very difficult. But when we know, he's safe and happy in Baba's care. Isn't that lovely?
Did you ever hear Baba speak?
I have, but I don't remember the voice. I've spoken with Baba too. I remember Baba sitting outside on what was known as the platform in post office at the back. And then all the village people, Baba would call them, they would come. They had no idea of anything. But these village illiterate people, Baba would have them come, and then he would sing bhajans along with them, devotional songs. And then he would give them puff rice and grams as prasad. And one of the lines, the only line I remember of a song that's sung by Baba was Vache micha sange nako jabu mana. And then those cymbals Baba would play. And it says, oh mind, don't run away with your desires. Yeah, and that is a line of, desires will be there, and so, but don't run away with them. Okay, hold them, I guess. So but he spoke. I also remember listening to Baba talk when he was home. He'd come to see Mother, and Gustavji and the others were there in Baba house, and he was seated around with about 10 men, 10 or 12, and one of them was Jambu Mama, Mama means uncle, maternal uncle, and but he wasn't. He was called Mama by everybody. And he was a big person, and he would wear the traditional Parsi coat, but he had black coat buttoned from here down there, and a cap, and the others were around Baba, but they would go sometimes, leave the room, just for a drink of water, or just to ease your legs, because Mother had arranged mattresses and pillows and all on the ground for Baba and the rest to sit. So they would go, and Baba didn't say anything. Once Baba said, "All right, whenever you want to go out, you're free to go. Yeah, go and come. But do one thing. Don't let Jambu Mama leave the room." And everybody thought it was very significant. It was very, and you know why? Because Jambu Mama wears black. And while he's seated here, all the mosquitoes will go to him. But if he goes out, all the mosquitoes will attack us. And I was so delighted. I thought it was just Jambu Mama.
Moni, I'm sure you've probably heard a question like this on many occasions. Perhaps by coincidence, some young Westerners have found their way here looking for a living master, and by coincidence or otherwise they hear of Meher Baba's Samadhi, and they're looking for a living master, and they come and ask, how is this going to be able to relate to my life? How is Baba meaningful since he is no longer in the body? Would you have any reflection on that? What to tell
I didn't
him?
question the latter part of your question.
A person who has come to India,
Yeah.
looking for a living master, and has by coincidence or otherwise found his way here, saying, I can't quite relate to this because Baba is no longer here.
Yeah.
How have you answered, or how would you answer that in the past?
I would only relate our own experience, because we were not told anything. We were not left enlightened when Baba dropped his body. We were witnesses, and we still are. And when Baba said that he will give darshan in Pune, and we saw that this was after Baba dropped his body, who would want to come? I mean, why would they come? We were puzzled. The only thing we had to go on to attend that extraordinary and unique darshan was that while seated in the chair here, Baba made a passing remark and said, it seemed like in fun, in March, we all marched to Pune. Well, we did that every year, you see. We spent the 3 months of summer, our summer, in Pune at Guru Prasad, the Maharani's palatial bungalow, which she had offered to Baba to use whenever he would like to come and stay. She wouldn't even let her relatives come and spend the weekend there, in case that happens to be the time when Meher Baba might come in and want it. So now here is this extraordinary thing. Even in those darshans, we women had never taken part. The men had, but we had been behind the scenes. We could watch from behind, and Mera would be very sensitive to Baba's needs and send with Gohar a glass of coconut water or a drink of water so that she could contact Erich, and Erich would give to Baba and give it. So, but this is different. This is what's going to happen. What are we going to do? Baba won't be there. And Baba had assured us again and again, I will give darshan. I will give darshan to my children who will come from all over the world. This is his gesture. And this is at the dining table. And then Baba said to, and there will be gems among them, gems. This is Baba's gesture for gem, because that's a ring stone. And then he turns to us. He says it so lovingly, so proudly. And then he says to us, you'll see them. And I wondered why Baba said, you'll see them? Why doesn't Baba say, we'll see them? And then I said, no, Baba has already seen them. He has already chosen them. He's already kept them, which is a fact. Now I realize that. But that we will. So when this happened and we went to Pune, well, we didn't know what was going to happen. We had no idea. Here was the chair in which Baba had sat and given darshan a number of times in Guru Prasad. But that chair seemed unoccupied now. And yet, the numbers of people that had experience of Baba. Not only that, 95% of those who came in 1969 had not seen Baba physically. And they came, and they by the busloads, four buses at a time would come into Guru Prasad. It was so heartwarming. And then they would come, and in the hall, and Eric would make it clear to them and say, and we were watching from the side, because, as I told you last time, Baba had Mera exactly a year before, 31st January 1968, before we knew how important that date was. He had Mera stand beside him on the veranda, on the porch, and had the men mandali from Merazad, Ahmadnagar, and nearby places who had come to come and greet Mera, to see Mera. Something incredible, something that hadn't happened. And she was to join hands and greet them and say Jai Baba. And they were so used to not looking at her that even though they stood before her, they were looking down. So Baba, in his way, said, "Look, isn't she beautiful? Look." So they had to look. And she was told to look at them, just bow and say Jai Baba, which is what she did when the darshans opened in Guru Prasad every morning. When the whole hall would be full, she would come to the mic and she would fold her hands and say Jai Baba. Then the day would begin. Then Erish would come, Avtar Mehr Baba Ki Jai 3 times, and he told them that, look, you have had an appointment with him. You have come at his invitation. It is between you and him. Don't think that you have to do this or not have to do that. You don't have to bow down or anything. Just do, with Baba, your thing. And I tell you, I heard this sort of, and when there are 300 people say, a sigh of relief, you can hear. And yet every one of them knelt. Every one of them knelt. When they were told you don't have to kneel, it's as if while they stood there at attention, little love, it was as if a hand had come behind their knee. And like camels go down. Every one of them. And some would cry, the men would cry. And so this is what we were witnesses watching Baba do his work. And Baba had told us, I will do my work. And we still experienced that. We said, my goodness, if he wasn't doing his own work, God knows what would have happened. He does his own work, not always because of us, sometimes in spite of us. Because we're so ignorant, we don't know whether we're doing the right thing or not. But Baba does that. Baba does that. And then when we saw men crying, and Erich then asked them, what is it that made you come? He said, we had an appointment with God and we wanted to come. And we had his darshan. He said, I will give darshan. He gave us darshan. And we see all this. And then when men were crying, one little girl asked her mother, man, I can't understand it. Women crying, okay. But the men are crying. How come? And it was one of the first things I said, because we were not used to talking, giving, explaining. We knew nothing. We still don't know much. But so anyway, so I turned around and I said, Terry, I said, that's not crying. That's a melting. That's when the sun comes up and the snows on the top of the mountains start to melt. This is just a melting. And then when we knew so little, Richard, so little, that we thought, oh well, they come back to Merazad, go down our hair, just relax. This is it. He told us about his children. Okay, we've seen them. We love them. Fine. My goodness, Baba wouldn't even let us rest for a few days. Before we knew it, he makes it, like Nariman Darachanji, who was owning and taking care of this place for Baba. So he said, we must have electricity. We didn't have electricity till then. So he started doing that, and then he built the veranda bigger, and all these plans, and more bathrooms and toilets. And just in time, we finished the last bathroom, and whoa, the Russians started coming. It's beautiful. So you see, he still continues to do his own way.
Is that to say that you build the bathroom and the pilgrim will come?
Mera's room.
Huh?
A picture of Baba.
There's a picture of
Baba
Baba
in
in
Mera's
Mera's
room.
Mera's room. He was very young. The youngest picture I have ever seen of Baba.
Which one is it? Which picture is that?
Yeah, picture.
Huh?
Yeah, boy. As a boy, picture of Baba.
Oh, picture of Baba as a boy. Yeah, that's from the cricket team. Yeah, there's also another picture of Baba in some of the books. In Mehrabad, you see another picture of Baba when he was 7. Mother used to say that Baba had such beautiful hair that she didn't cut them till quite some time, which was not the thing at that time. You did cut your boy's hair sooner, but she didn't have the heart to cut his hair because they were so beautiful. She always referred to Baba as my most beautiful child. I still love that.
I tried to take a picture of that photo, but I couldn't. The camera didn't work.
No. There is a book, La Personified. Is that there in there?
It is.
Yeah.
The earlier book, the beloved.
Is it in The Beloved too? Right. It's a book called The Beloved. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, it's in both mine.
Yeah. I used to attend to the photos and things. Very lovely. Jesu, lover of my soul, let me to thy bosom fly. Something about the world's cares all go away. I don't remember. But she would say, Jesu, lover of my soul, let me to thy bosom fly. Baba would be so delighted. Baba one day made a riddle. He said, एक engine ने बे डब्बा. One engine train has 2 dabba, 2 boxes, 2 compartments, wagons, carriages. One engine has 2 carriages going to an unseen destination. That train, that engine with the 2 compartments, going to an unseen. एक engine ने बे डब्बा चालिया अनदीत गाम. एक डिब्बो खाली रहो बीजा माछे राम. One carriage is empty, in the other is Ram, Lord Ram. And we couldn't figure it out. Mera looked at me and I looked at her, and we all looked at each other. And Baba, then he give up? Yes, we give up. So Baba said, there's Masi. She always had this coat on with the 2 pockets. So one pocket had the rosary saying Baba, 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 Ram, Lord Ram. And one was empty because there was nothing in it. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Otherwise, Aloba won't give you lunch.
What is this Arang doing? Arang? Is that Arang?
Yes. It's going to be a history video that I'm getting. Really, because all of these, I got Mani to sing, I got Khorshid to sing Baba song. Have you heard Khorshid sing?
She has no need for that. She truly hasn't.
I see, yeah. Yeah.
But even if but that doesn't mean she's wrong. When people say how, I said, why? I said, but I keep telling them, look, People might think it's the only way you come to Gaza. And I tell them, look, this is totally new to us. This is something
Barang. My name is Katie Irani. I'm one of the women disciples of Sri Avtar Mehr Baba. And I will sing you the 7 names of God which Baba had taught us and which we used to sing early morning, 5 o'clock, up on Mehrabad Hill. So, the 7 names of God are Hari, Paramatma, Allah, Ahura Mazd, God, Yazdan, Hu. Now, Hu is in Arabic. Hari Paramatma, Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Hari Paramatma, Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Hari Paramatma, Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Hari Paramatma, Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Hari Paramatma, Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Hari Paramatma, Ahura Mazd, God Yazdan Hu. Avatar Mehr Baba ki Jai. I remember we were sitting in the garden with Baba, and then one evening Baba dictated this song in Persian and told Mani to write it down. And then he even told Mani to take this tune and that, and he would guide her without even speaking. In his silence he would conduct the tune also. And this is what he told us. Gunegaram walekin khush nasiba, Gunegaram walekin khush nasiba, Khudawanda garibam bas garibam, Khudawanda garibam bas garibam. Gunegaram walekin khush nasibam, Rahambar halekin miskin gadakun, Ke darish ke tuman yakta asiram, Ke darish ke tuman yakta asiram. Gunegaram walekin khush nasibam, Khudawanda garibam bas garibam, Khudawanda garibam bas garibam. Gunegaram walekin khush nasibam, Rahambar halayin miskin gadakun, Rahambar halayin miskin gadakun, Ke darish ke tuman yakta asiram, Ke darish ke tuman yakta asiram. Gunegaram walekin khush nasiba. Jai. And still yet more till the very end. And hold on to his dharma and never let him go, because Baba loves you. So remember, be happy in Baba's love always. Wish you all the best. Jai
Thank you,
Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
January 1st, 1994. It is 2:20 and we're at Merazat.
Yeah.
What room is this?
This is in the clinic, in the Mare-Free dispensary.
Oh, in the Mare-Free dispensary. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There is this monkey and I always tell that people revere Hanuman, the monkey god, because, not because of him, but because of his love around. So if you look at that, Hanuman is really on one side, tears apart. Grounds outside of Mandalay Hall, this side. And there's just a bare bench, and the men Mandalay are seated on it. And Baba's seated on a chair opposite the thing. And you don't hear the sound because it's not a talkie, there's no sound in the movie. But you see that Eretz is reading out Francis's latest ghazals, and Baba's expression of gestures and expression is, look at that, look, so, as one of the most beautiful gestures of Baba, so expressive that he does it now, enjoying Francis's ghazals, which he thought he never could write. Yes. And with Baba even, trained him to it in the sense that he would have these great ghazals sung on gramophone records. I know because I was the one who would sit to the gramophone record playing usually. And Baba would stop, every now and then stop. And then he would explain in gestures what that meant. Not only what the words meant. Therefore these ghazals were not to be understood just by anybody who hears it, but one who knows, and Baba is the one. So when he would explain the very depth, inner nuances, subtle shades of those words, oh, it was so beautiful. And there's one song that I still remember, and I saw Francis's hand creep up and wipe off, obviously, a tear. And that song was, it's the tempo of a qawwali too. Ye ishq, ishq hai, ishq, ishq, ye ishq, ishq hai, ishq. Ishq means love. This is love, this is love, this is love, this is love. And what that love is when it's unfolded. Wow. It's not just smile. It's very beautiful. So, but I remember always, whenever I see that film of Baba, listening to Francis's ghazal and saying, how beautiful it was, how good it was. Huh? See that? Huh? Say that.
This is a song that Moni requested, and if you know the chorus, sing along. When you came, you brought the autumn rain from a mountain I know of only by name, evening skies, but no journey was in your eyes, were no stranger to me. The valley sleeps far from the mountain's peaks, but when you're near, the stream runs so new and clear. Night lives on, turning I find you gone, and you say, it must be that way. Oh, my love. don't go to the mountain. Oh, my love, don't go far away. Stay, oh, stay. Come and go, that's all I've come to know is waiting. Don't wait for the candle that burns too slow. What I see, there's nothing here for me. Tell me, what's on your mind? On your mind. Oh, my love, don't go to the mountain. Oh, my love, don't go far away. Stay, oh, what's that you say? Never gone away. Oh, I am near as you who are far, my dear. There's no stream, no mountain, it's all free. When will you let me come near? Oh, my love, if there is no mountain, oh, my love, why go so far away? Oh, won't you stay? Won't you stay?
Buzz Bundy's recording.
Just to go over the window above the door. That's it. No, this one? Yeah.
One of the children, or two of the children, one was a toddler. And at that time, they had just taken sort of a little home movie, but it's so meaningful now, and we're waiting to see it too. We haven't seen it.
So this, one thing about this film, I think it has the best shot of Baba's eyes I've ever seen. Quite remarkable. It was shot in 16 frames per second. Unfortunately, our projector...
It's converted into 16.
16.
It's 1964, correct?
And it hasn't, and in converting it, it actually could be converted even better than it is. But
Now it is.
this is a field near Marizad being plowed.
Sepi, kifar mo yan? Kifar mo. باتریش دید شد. ببخشید.
Yeah, both her sister and her husband are both doctors. And there was a little boy who came later, but he was to be on his horse and go towards Baba, and he had an extraordinary novel way of sliding, and it's like to do a boating, you know, how he would lean forward like that to Baba. So when he grew up and came, and when we told him about that, he'd ask us to say, please repeat it again and again. Not so much the girl, but that little boy, her brother. Tell me again, how did I do that? Did I make Baba laugh? Did he say that to you? Yeah. He's married too, he's a child. So you can see how young we were.
Our program, Avatar.
Mohamad ne treat करे Mohamad ने सारे काम कर man came after this incident happened 20 years before and he came. This is the story. He says he owns a bookstore.
Okay.
And all of a sudden a man came with few photos saying that, will you please put this photo with you? I will come one day and fetch it. But fun is that he didn't ask his name or whose photo is this. In India, even a small boy, 12 years old boy would ask. And in America, there's no brainer. They ask that what is what's your name, what is this photo? I can't understand. It look, come up to say. I said, no, I didn't ask. And then he said, don't put it on the floor, put it on the wall. Okay, he left. And he was puzzled. Okay, he didn't care. After 4 years, his wife was sleeping and she screamed because she saw that she is being kidnapped. So she screamed, and when she was screaming, that photo on the wall came on her automatically. Then he said there is something significant with this. Then he phoned his friend who is a photographer, Hermish. And Hermish said, I know that man, but I don't know the name. That is all, finished. Then some friend came that whose photo, you know? It is Mel Baba's photo. Then he knew that who is Mel Baba and this, all right. After 20 years he came here and he was going on the third day and he told me, I am going to go for my lunch. He went and 3 o'clock he came back. Masari, I found that man who brought the photo after 20 years.
That was Hermes.
He said, when I went there and he was sitting on the table, I directly said, you brought the photo? And he said yes. And that was then Leninsky.
Oh, Leninsky, yeah. He's here.
Still to get that from, I said, he's a stutter? They said yes.
How nice.
Now
20 years later, he finds the man sitting in the Pilgrim Center. Walks in, and then there's the guy that gave him.
I don't understand. 20 years go by. He didn't know who brought him the photo.
No.
And then he comes here and
he sees him sitting in the hall, and he goes, "You're the one who brought me this photo."
How does he know that he brought him?
He remembered him.
Yeah.
He just, well, all of a sudden, he didn't inquire where is that man or something. But I just went there and he was sitting there. And I asked, are you the same one you brought up? 20 years only.
That's great.
Just the time.
See, he was here then. That this way the people came. And that, what is that? Norwegian lady you saw down below? Norwegian lady. It was a beautiful story which I completely forgotten. And then 2 days before, Nadia brought that Norwegian lady saying she comes from Norway. All of a sudden, abruptly I said, is there any lady in your town that she met with Baba? He said, yes. No, what's the name? And said, Hillary. And then whole story repeated here.
What was the story?
Huh?
What was the story?
That I am going to say.
Okay.
I thought that Americans have no patience. There was a lady who went to the bookstore and she bought a book, God Speaks.
God Speaks,
She came home, began to read, couldn't understand. So she gave that book to her friend who was interested in Indian philosophy. So I said, will you just read it and tell me what you understand? She said, yes. Now when she read it, and then she fell in love with the author. Yeah, so then she said, Baba means it is in Rishikesh or in Himalaya. I will go and find it out. So she came from Norway to Himalaya, Rishikesh, and hug to her she says, Mere Baba, only words she knew. Mere Baba, Mere Baba, Mere. She was very desperate and just going back. So she was just going to cross the railway track. Here comes, she saw a car coming. She waited, who is that? The car halted, and a man came out with the book God Speaks in his hand. And she ran and held it. I know, you are Mere Baba with your book. So he said, oh, I am not Mere Baba, but your book is Mere Baba's. He said, no, you are Mere Baba. And all this, then he said, I will take you. I have just come from one of the centers that is newly opened, and there was Baba sent very old disciples. So you can go there. I will take you to my text. So he took her to there, and then they saw the disciples. That was Sarosh and Vilu. Yeah. So she said that I want to see Baba. He said that now at present it is such a strict order that whoever comes, not to mention the name, but not to mention that there is someone is waiting, and Baba is very strict. So I am sorry. At least do something, she said, for me. So he said that I will take you in my car to Pune and leave you at the gate of Guru Prasad, but don't mention my name. So he took her to Pune, and then she went in bungalow, Guru Prasad. There was Bendu and Ayers. They were just said, oh, you go away, lady, you go away, you are creating more work for us. I said, no, I am just come from Norway and Rishikesh and everything. He said, I can't help you. At last he said, do something, do suggest. Then Ayers said that you can sit in the garden in the morning when you come, and then try your luck. I won't guarantee you at all. If Baba comes, and then because it is strict order, okay. Then in the morning, she came at 6 o'clock and sat in the garden. 8 o'clock, Baba comes. After half an hour, he says, why you look so perturbed? Is something happened? He doesn't know. Something happened? He said, no, Baba, don't ask us. That will be such a big job. He said, no, when I ask you, then you can take. So he said that there is a lady from Norway, and then she went to Rishikesh to find you out. Where is she? He said, she's in the garden. Call her. See the luck. She was called. She said in front of Baba. Baba said, what do you want? He said, nothing. Ask something, I will give you. She said, I have got more than I wanted. That means only the author and he is something else. So I said, I don't want anything. Then Baba embraced her and said, now you go. So she left the room and sat in the garden again. After half an hour, Baba says, Eris, go and see that way. And if she is there, go and say that Baba told you to go away. He went there and said, yes, Baba, tell Baba that I want to go, but my feet is so heavy that I couldn't move.
Sweet.
So Baba said, call her. Then she came, sat for a while, Baba embraced, and Baba said, now you go and leave this place. So she is not yet here, because she said she has seen Baba, so what's the use of coming here? One way she is all right, one way she is all right.
Yes, she's right. Correct.
But she remembers Baba. 2 years before, the whole family came from Norway, and then I knew that Hillary is alive. But still she talks about Baba and everything, but she doesn't seem to eager to come here. But very sensible, she has seen Baba. Now what do you want?
What else is there to see?
This was in the late
Just one time. Just see one time, that's it. Just to see Baba one time, that's it.
Is what?
Just to see Baba one time and that's it.
She saw Baba once, yes. Just once.
Once is enough.
Once she saw Baba, just
She
once.
saw Baba, yeah. Because when you just saw Baba, then you have everything. Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. But if she just sometimes gets the idea that let us see what this and that, then she will come. But it is the most, what it says, practical, that she has seen, she sat there, she talked and everything like that.
Beautiful.
But what a trouble, huh? She went to Rishikesh and no language and nothing like that. So what else? What else? Now I tell you one story, very beautiful, very beautiful. It shows that for the perfect ones, if you do only little, and how many fold give you back, that is the thing. A man was in Pune, very notorious, very notorious. Nobody liked him. Only one thing he would do, that if anyone says bad about Babajan, he would go and slap him. Head on. Good. Yeah, Jai Baba. So, that is the only thing he did. Now, time passed by, and by the time he died and the body was lying on the floor. But his face was so ugly that even family doesn't want to see. But no way out, what to do? Here, on this hand, Babajan says to the rickshaman, let us go for a ride. Now rickshaman took her everywhere, but he just now puzzled that where to stop. She doesn't say stop and she has to go around. At last, in one place, rickshaw stopped by itself, as if it is God doesn't work. So he was repairing without taking Babajan out. And then it failed. So he said, Babajan, will you come out that I can repair? She came out and sat on the step of the same house where the body was lying. And in a fraction of a second, the whole countenance was changed and it had become beautiful. They can do anything. What he did only just a little thing, that not to say anything bad to Babajan. And she paid so much. All right? They didn't understand. Then later on they knew that Babajan sat on the step.
It changed. Wow.
That is the thing.
Can you believe it?
That is the thing.
Can you believe it?
That obedience at sheer inconvenience. A man was standing to Baba. He was 16 years old. When he was 16 years old, he came from his town to earn, to work, to work. And she was, working for the government grass farm. Everywhere he went. Then, when he was transferred here, some new boss said, unless you learn English, we won't keep you. He said, no, I'm not going to learn English. My whole half of the life I have used, I don't want it. So his destiny brought him here. He worked in Nagar and then he came here. Then he was working at our well, Baba's well. Baba at that time speaking. So he went out and saw here and there. And you might have heard one of Baba's disciples, Pendu. Baba called Pendu. Who is this man? He said, he comes from to earn, he comes from Mathura. All right, today when you leave him, send him to me. So he came and Baba said, tomorrow don't go for that work. Come to me, I will give you a job. So he came the next morning. Baba said, every day at 8 o'clock you should be here and 6 o'clock you should leave to your home. 8 o'clock at night, as a night watchman. He has to have around every hour. At that time, it was such a barren place, so barren place that if one wants to kill someone, they will bring him here. It's very bad.
If what? If someone wants to kill someone?
If somebody went.
Barren place. So he said yes. Days went by. Once he was not well. So he went to say to Pendu that I am not going to out. Baba was there. I was, why? Let us go out. We both will go there. Till you get better, don't have a round, but sleep there, but you have to come. 8 o'clock you should be here and 6 o'clock out. All right. Tomorrow I will bring doctors to you and I will attend, but you have to do that. Next day, he took the doctor and attended him, everything with the instruction, at 8 o'clock you have to be there. That is finished. Then, Baba went to America. And at that time, he wanted to go to his place. After years he has not to his own place. So he said, Baba, will you give me leave for 1 month? Baba said, impossible. I am not here and you are not here, that is not good. When I come back, let me remind me and I will give you for 1 month. Okay. Baba left, came back, 2 months passed. Then I said, why don't you ask Baba? He has said to remind him. Lady, he is not an ordinary person. If he wanted to give me, he would have given me at the same time. We have to deal it very carefully because he knows everything. No, I am not going to ask. That's all. Then one day we were sitting and Baba said, my old man, I would never get such one. Never get it. My old man, he used to always, my old man. I said, Baba, increase his pay. Increase? Oh no, I am going to lessen it. Because I have given him my service. I have given him my service. Oh no. And he lessened it. He lessened it for a few months. I said, in these difficult days, why don't you say to Baba, no lady, doesn't he know? He knows everything. It is his duty to test us, our duty to bow down. That's all. He would never say. After 6 months, he again increased it. But he didn't say. Then, Baba went to New Life. And he was here. When he came to New Life, and he called just near once to the dead, Baba was sitting on that dais. This sofa Baba used to sit. He was sitting like that, so gracefully. Everyone was there. Oh, why you are here? His wife came and he did not come. Where is my old man? Why you came? I said, Baba, he is sick. He is sick. But then why didn't you attend him? Why you came here? You have to attend him, press his feet, give him the tea and everything. She did not say a single word. Tell me why you did not. He did not say anything. You had any quarrel? Any quarrel? He said, no, Mama. But then why? After much pressure, she said that when we got married, I was 30 years old and he was 35 years old. And you gave us the order not to touch each other. So at that time, she was 72 and he was 75. And after all these years, they were following the order. And Baba was so happy at that time. What I am hearing, I gave the order. And I forgot. He never forgets.
Oh.
I'm so glad in this way my order should be followed. So glad. Now I allow you that when he needs, you just attend him. But I'm 2-3 times, I'm so glad, I'm so happy. This way my order is to be followed. Then, he was very, very old. He would walk like that. So he would crawl, to come here, he has to crawl he has to cross the railway track. And he could not lift up, so he would crawl on it. So Padre said, Baba, it's difficult. It's dangerous. If train comes and what? Baba said, what? You want to fire him? Oh no. No, let him come like that. Tell his wife to help him going there and coming back. Don't you fire him, huh? I want him. Then I just think that made for each other. And that is really made for each other. He didn't want to leave. Baba said, no. Then 1 year after, Baba dropped the body. He died. But then in between there was, 3 incredible weeks, 54. And there was big, huge program in Nagar. So all were there. I said, why don't you go? Lady, if I go, then it is my responsibility to watch whole night. If he calls me, his responsibility. Because in between, he would rest. So that is sheer obedience. It's sheer obedience.
So he never did go, he never got his month leave then?
Excuse me?
Did he ever get his month leave? Ever? Never?
Not a single thing.
Never?
He never asked and nothing. Never. He took Baba as he is, as he should be. No, lady, we know. He knows everything. He knows everything. You should not ask. You should not ask. So now, I tell you, what is that? Obedience at sheer inconvenience. That is the thing. He couldn't see even properly. Sometimes he used to tumble down. But he said, no, it is his responsibility. I have to do. That's all. Why should I? Why should I? And he was an American size. So I said, but why didn't you join the army? My mother, let's stay here. That is it. From here to home, and just few friends he would go around. And then he will sleep from 12 to 6. And 6 to 7, he had tea and he will come up. His belonging, one bag, one knife, one whistle, cigarette, bidi, Indian bidi, matchbox, and that's all. And a lantern. That is the thing.
What
They have
age?
won the race.
What age when he started?
85.
When did he start?
When he started, he was very young.
18?
Between 16 to 20.
Wow.
16 to 20. He was, when he died, he was 94.
So he was with Baba
And he
70.
could not walk, just like that.
70 years, little thing. Oh.
Yeah.
Should I close these doors?
Excuse me?
Should I close the screen doors?
Oh yes.
The paint is dry enough?
Oh yes.
It's okay.
Let's let out of that smell. I would never get like her. Never get like her.
He would say that? I will never get like him?
I would never get like him, the old man.
Oh, I will never
Never
get.
get like him.
What was his name?
Everything.
No, but what was the old man's name, sir?
Lessons to play and everything. No, no, no. He knows everything. We should not do anything. Let him do anything.
Mansari, what was the old man's name?
Huh?
What was his name?
What is his name?
Yeah.
I know. Roop Singh Ganesh Singh.
Roop Singh Ganesh Singh?
Roop Singh Ganesh Singh. Did you get it?
Was he a Singhi? Was he a Saraji?
No, no. And he did not mean. I said in between, why don't you say Baba? He is not for such petty things. You should not. It is not a petty thing. He lost so many. Why? It is nothing. He is not for petty. He is for the higher things. See that? I would have said that. True.
You would have, what did you say? What did you say? You would have what?
I would have said about my difficulty.
Baba.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure. But he, very firm, very firm. Jai Baba. Only once I hear or once I read, it is all. Now, after cleaning the vegetables, where I put the knife, I have to search it for 15 minutes. Yes, really I tell you. Because it's not me, it's 84. Huh?
And counting.
Huh?
And counting. And counting.
Yeah. I was sent to her to learn something, and the study was over. She wrote to Baba, shall I send him? Baba said, you come with him. So, yeah. Now during that time, she used to see the dream that she is caught up in 4 walls. And strictly speaking, there are 4 walls. It is now people, that's why you don't feel it. At last she came. And 1 month after she came, the war broke out, so she was caught.
The war.
War broke out.
Yes,
War
yes.
broke out. She was caught. She did not like. Sometimes when she was not in a mood, she would go to Baba. Baba, it is your will, and why should we suffer?
What would Baba say?
Huh?
What would Baba say? What would Baba say?
Oh, that was a beautiful gesture. Yes, Margaret, what to do? It is my fault. Yes, Margaret, what to do?
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, it's so miserable. Yes, Margaret, what to do? It's my fault. Every gesture was superb. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Did you ever see Baba play the drum?
Oh yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. And sometimes he would try the harmonium.
You would try it.
Yeah, thank you.
Was he good? Did he play well? Did he play the drum well?
Yeah, oh, perfect.
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 Oh,
Every rock is perfect.
Oh.
Perfect. He used to say, I have a very beautiful voice. One day you will hear it. So,
One day you will hear it.
in the beginning, before going to Upasana Maharaj, he used to say our script. As your Bible, we have our study of Parsis. So he used to say it in such a melodious voice that people at 4 o'clock used to come and stay out of the house to hear him. It's a musical.
Outside the house.
Instead of having their tea, they would come hear Baba.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Could you say some of the song?
Huh?
Could you say some of the song?
Did you want?
Could you say some of the song that Baba would sing?
Baba has written, oh yeah. Yeah, there are many songs he has written. But one song, I like it and I remember it because he wanted to slip out of his duty.
He wanted to slip out of his duty.
Yeah. Want to take it?
Yes.
In Hindi, it is in Hindi.
No problem.
मुझको गुरुजी आपके कामिल बना दिया, जाहिर में सर बसर मुझे अकील बना दिया. You understand the Hindi?
No. What does that mean?
पहले ख्याल इश्क था, फिर ख्वाहिश वसूल. You understand
Ishqata means love.
Yeah. And wasul?
I don't know.
Wasul is union. Union.
Oh, union. Vaslat.
Yeah.
Oh.
फिर ख्वाहिश वसूल आसान मेरे काम को मुश्किल बना दिया.
Mushkil, problem. What?
So says that, oh my great Guru, you have made me perfect. In the eyes of the world, you make me, you show me as a all-knowing. But in the beginning, I had the notion of love. Then it turned into union. And now you have made my easy task difficult.
No.
Yes. Very beautiful.
And you would sing for Baba? Did you ever sing for Baba?
Oh, very nervous. No.
No? Too nervous? You were too nervous?
No. Yeah, he told that.
You would not sing. He told you to and you said no, too nervous.
At that time, I forgot the word, I forgot the tune. I could not but Haqqani, Haqqani or all of gods and love.
Haqqani?
Haqqani means spiritual song.
Oh, he likes spiritual songs.
That is very beautiful. It's not boring. It's not a boring thing.
No.
Yeah, it is a fight between lover and beloved. It is beautiful songs, very beautiful songs. Even they sing in the on that what radio. It is beautiful songs. Yes.
So that's what Baba's favorite song was. Was there anyone in particular you remember? Is there anyone in particular you remember that used to sing?
I have tried to recollect.
Okay.
I tried to recollect, but not sure. You have no idea what is love. People say love, love. To say it is easy, but if you know the real love, what is love, you will go far away, never to come back. It is like to stand blazing fire. To stand near blazing fire and not to say, oh, no, not to stand there.
That's what love is. Love is like standing like close to blazing.
Exactly. When I wanted to come here, and Chanji, you might have heard the name Chanji.
Sanji?
Chanji.
He was there in my place, and I said that I'm going to join Baba. And I thought come to join Baba. He said, good idea, but remember, you have to stay 24 hours near blazing fire.
34 hours?
24
Oh,
hours.
that's what I was trying to think. The word
24 hours. But he took us very right, very kindly. He knew our shortcomings. He knew how idiots we are. But he just took us very kindly. Very kindly. Yeah, a jungle.
3rd of January 1994, and we're recording Mansari. I'm sorry. Experiencing with Baba.
Very well. I told you, I did I tell you? Okay. Okay, it's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
During all this lesson program in Pune, Guru Prasad, you might have heard. It's a palatial bungalow. Everyone, the flock of Baba lovers used to go, but Baba never called me. One day, note came, tomorrow you come, because there is some music recital. Okay. Then I went there. It was 8:30, I saw Baba, and Baba said, you have tea, dress up and come there. So I went there. before I go, the crowd was so much that I couldn't hear Baba. I couldn't hear music and I couldn't see Baba. I was just completely lost. And I heard Eris saying, Ansari Baba wants you. And to go there it takes 10 minutes because of the crowd. So above the head and above the shoulder I waved. Here again I heard Eris says, Baba says that you are small and yet hiding away. Again I just Then he said, all right. Baba says that when music session is over, you come, we will dine together. Okay. Music was over, everything, we dined together. And then at that time, Baba lovers have a very fine trick to get him all the time with us. So one would bring the biscuit to be distributed by him as prasad. One will give, second letter will give the toffee or anything. So,
Biscuit.
So this day, my brother was involved and then he came and he made, it was very hot, so he made that big mold of ice cream. And Baba was giving. He called me, come here. Eat this, finish this. And at 12:30, come and see me in Mandalay. Okay. He left. After that, I just went there. He was sitting, just finished, and he was sitting with a spoon like that. He saw me, come here. Stand straight. Don't laugh. Open your mouth. I want to flip ice cream in your mouth. And that thing, I burst into laughter. Open your mouth. He took the ice cream, puff. Not a single sprinkle, no. Again, open it. Again, and 3 times, and then now you go.
I'm sorry.
I see often, because I toured with him in the blue bus.
Oh, you did?
All over India and Ceylon.
Oh.
And then when he left for New Life, and then he left for Merazat, then he ordered me not to cross the railway track, not to go anywhere else, unless I call you, unless you need any doctor, dental or eyes or anything. Then how will you go? I said, you let me know. From here to any set purpose and come back, not to roam in the city.
So you toured in the blue bus. You slept in the blue bus? You would sleep inside the bus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a crowd. You know, the bus was meant for 17 persons. But once our bus has to go the steep way, because the bus was heavy and other cars were very light, so they just used to slide down. And Baba wanted to go some certain height. There was some saint's tomb. So we all crammed in that bus for say about 20 minutes to half an hour, about 42 people.
And it's meant for
including
17.
Baba, including Baba.
42 people, including Baba.
Wow.
Yeah, including Baba. It was such a crowd, because only bus can go to that very steep. And then we went there to the tomb, to the other tomb. It was completely dark. We have to grope it like that. Then Baba asked the man who was taking care, who sweeps this tomb? He said that in the middle of the night, one tiger comes and sweeps this with his own tail.
A tiger comes.
It is not tiger, he himself. Saint himself comes and sweeps it. So.
He was the tiger.
Yeah.
What tomb are we talking about now?
A saint's tomb.
A
Some
saint?
saint.
Yeah. I know.
What is the name of the saint?
Baba Budan.
Baba Budan?
Baba Budan, who brought Ceylonese tea first in India.
Who brought what first?
Ceylon tea.
Ceylon tea.
Baba Budan brought Ceylonese tea. You know tea?
Tea, yes.
In India, first he brought it.
So you went to visit his tomb?
And Baba went there. It was completely dark. Only this little flame of, wick or something like that. We can't just see it like that. So, they just do their work. Their own work they do. That's all. So, કેટલું ધ્યાનથી સમજે તું સમજેશ?
Fast.
2 hours.
The blue bus
39, 38, 39 and 42, something like that.
You traveled for years?
Huh?
No.
Different
Different tours. So how long would one tour last? One tour, how
That
long?
depends. When Baba said stop, we go to Merawat. That's all. Again we start to go. That is it.
But maybe months? Could it go on for months?
15 days, months sometimes. According to him. That's
According
when
to
he says
him.
go on, go on.
Right.
Where did you go? The first time you went with Baba, where did you go with the blue bus?
Agra, Delhi, and all this, what sightseeing? What is the sightseeing that you call? Delhi, very prominent places.
Oh, I see, sightseeing.
Where the tourists go.
Oh, I
Just
see.
go. Yeah. And Baba always used to, there was once when we were going somewhere else. And we saw a man, the heaps of earth, and he was taking the earth and the water. He used to make that much big ball of the earth, and he made a heap of like that. Baba told Dheeraj, ask him, what is he doing? He said, yes, it is the order to make bombs. It is the order to make bombs.
The order.
So we are making that, and when the order comes to light it up, we will light it up. But at present we are ordered
To light the bombs. But it was just earth and water.
Yeah, he started that much big bomb, like that.
Yeah, it was just earth
That is, he knows, and મસ્ત ચાલી રહ્યું છે. મારો બોમ્બ તો વપરાતો હશે.
What's that?
She says at that time the World War was going on. They were a World War chalti thi so.
નહીં.
He said somewhere these bombs must have been, real bombs must be used, so he was making those.
One very, very nice must be the saw. Baba used to say, you have no idea what they suffer to see me. It was once we were in Ajmer, and on Baba's birthday, he fasts whole day. 8 o'clock in the morning, he took 1 cup of tea, and then Eraj, Baidul, and Kaka, 3 were duty to bring the must all day long. Bring the must. Kitty Devi duty to make hot water for the bath. Rano Geli duty, body light karna. Rano's duty to bring the water, hot water to the bathroom, and Baba's duty to shave them, to bathe them, to feed them, and then work with them. Some were brought with lifting like a baby, because for days and years they have just sat like that, so they could not walk. So like that. Baba said, how they just forget their body, how they just forget everything to see me. And you are so lucky that you are with me. There was one, you might have read, very, very prominent mouse, Chatti Baba. Chatti Baba. He was in a very severe cold in Quetta, very Quetta. He would sit under the sky and on the floor. Then Baba gave, one mattress to sit. He sat on it. When Baba went in the room, he told one boy, bring the cold water bucket. And he brought it. He said, pour it on the mattress. And in that cold, icy cold water, he sat happily and laughing.
Oh!
And Baba said, look here, my old man, no sneezing and nothing. He sits like, and you have everything, heater, blanket, woolies, and yet you sneeze and you have like that. That status was completely different.
God intoxicated. They were God intoxicated.
God intoxicated, really God intoxicated. Yeah. I said they don't have, they have no sense of their bodies too, nothing.
And then their body is still okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Very difficult. After a long time they will swallow, but not chew. Many of us we saw, and that was the really, they are complete high and we are just in the here.
Yeah. We are here.
Yeah.
So,
No wonder he took care of them, no wonder.
yeah, he cared for them.
Yeah.
10 to 7? Yeah.
You said, I'm sorry.
Mansari bolo nahi hai, pero record kare.
You said, don't say goodbye. You said, what was it before? Before it was goodbye, they say, God.
May God by your side.
May God by your
By
side.
Yeah.
And then the Americans shortened it.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And they said goodbye.
Any like, yeah. Then, you know Persian?
Yes?
Khuda Hafiz.
Yeah, means God be with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Khuda Hafiz, God be with you.
We say
God.
Baba Nigeban. Baba Nigeban. Me
Baba. Oh,
Nigah.
Nigahban.
Baba Nigaban.
Oh.
That is the best thing. And say goodbye.
God be with you, and they made it goodbye. Baba Nigah. Fourth, last day at Mehrazad.
When one day about 600% died and this and that, just 3 weeks before that, Baba appeared in my dream. It was in Bombay. It was in Bombay and in the house of Rustam Azifdar. Carmichael Road, Ashiana building. No, not Ashiana. I tell you, Khushnuma apartments. I saw Baba in dream. I and Baba, we both were there. Baba made like that, you know. Tearing. At that time, I could not understand what's the reason of it. But I saw Baba weeping. For long weeping, much tearing. After 3 weeks, when they bombed Bombay, important places, they have made arrangement in such a way that one day they should blow up many places in Bombay at a time. So they did it. Then much destruction, much loss of life, it happened. Even I wrote to someone my dream. Then after that this happened, I said, Mama, thank you. You showed me 3 weeks before this happened. Now of Baba's break of silence, I tell you, I saw the dream on 24th of December, last year, December.
93.
93, December 24. I saw in dream that Baba showed me, I saw in dream there was one bag, canvas bag of toast, T-O-A-S-T, toast, no toast. 3 persons were there. They were talking how much toast could be inside this. I said, it is. But she asked me whether I should close it or open it. I said, better close. No, outsider voice should not come there.
Thank you.
So we could come privacy there. So what happened? I said, somewhere between 6 and 7 kilos. See, I said, I said to my judgment, it weighs 6 or 7 kilos. Then immediately the thought came to me that I should weigh. So there was a scale, a scale that he gives like that. It's final a scale, it was there. I put it and put on a scale like that, not like that, the horizontal. So it came to 6¼ kilo. This means between 1996 and 1997, Bob will break his silence. Bob will break his silence is August 1997. When I say this thing here, today 50 Xerox copies of this will be sent to America. And on 8th it will be in America and go all the important places, centers, Myrtle Beach centers and other California centers, important Baba lovers in America. Same thing. Just remember this. Baba Aloba said here, 1997. In 1995, Pope Paul will be finished. Then there will be no more Pope. Then war will start at Europe. Start Europe escalating to Third World War. Quickly it will escalate. Because Bob will not break his silence until the Third World War starts. War will start, and this is the greatest war. These two wars are child's play before this Third World War. World War First started 1914, ended 1918. Sai Baba of Shirdi, he was handling this war. There was a big sack of tobacco. Sai Baba would take this, put inside the chilam, make it like that. देखो दुनिया में आग लग गया है, see, the world is on fire. And you know, the Germans, the Russia, France, they did not know that in India, a man who they say, putting on gunny sack and torn clothes on him, such thing doing. It was fact. And 1998, the day Sai Baba dropped body, same day, war stopped. It stopped in 1918. 1918. War started, First World War, 1940, ended 1918.